Today, we face a challenge on a scale bigger than anything we've seen in our lifetime. And in the months to come, we will, all of us, in different ways, face disruption to our lives and difficult and daunting challenges. For many of us, these are very worrying times. We fear illness, we worry about how our friends and family and the most vulnerable in our society will cope. It is in times like this that we all have a duty to do what we can for the collective good, to come together, to look out for ourselves, but also to look out for each other, our loved ones, our neighbours, our communities. The public health crisis we face is of course caused by the coronavirus epidemic, but it will also lead to a huge economic crisis. And as always, the effects of that crisis will be felt the most by those with the least. And it's only public intervention across the board to protect the incomes and livelihoods of those at risk and secure jobs and businesses under threat that can now tackle the crisis head on. So far, the government has been slow to match the scale of the crisis with the scale of the action that is needed. People around the country are questioning what is happening and have been left wondering what support the government will actually give them. The government must act, it must be bold, and above all, it must be decisive. It must do all it can to help those who need it most, those without jobs, those locked in zero-hours contracts and insecure work, our frontline health workers, the self-employed and businesses of all kinds across the country who need to know the government is on their side. The market cannot deliver what is needed. Only collective public action, led by government, can now protect our people and our society and do what is necessary to get us through this crisis. A decade of damaging and destructive cuts means our public services are ill-equipped to cope. Too many people are already drowning in debt, trapped in insecure jobs and housing, or left reliant on a broken universal credit and benefits system. But no one can be left behind. Every resource we have must be harnessed to help those who need it and to get our whole country through this crisis. Now is the time for collective public action for the good of us all.